Okay, so welcome back, everybody, for another one of our deep dives. This time we're looking at something that's pretty timely. It's December 26th, so we're looking at best after Christmas sales. This is something that
Oh, yeah.
a listener wrote in about. Seems like they are getting ready to hit the stores, try to score some deals,
Mhm.
and they didn't really give us a whole
Right.
lot of information to go on. So we're going to have to use our expertise to kind of fill in the blanks and help them out a little bit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. I think it's safe to say that after Christmas sales are one of the biggest shopping events of the year. And thinking about what the listener might be looking for, I imagine they're probably wondering, what kinds of deals they can expect and maybe some tips on how to make the most of them.
Right. Yeah, exactly. I mean, who doesn't love a good bargain?
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
definitely do. So I guess that's what we're going to be diving into today.
you bet.
Trying to give this listener the best possible advice.
Yeah.
Help them navigate this post-holiday shopping frenzy.
Yeah.
Maybe we can even come up with some kind of game plan or something like a strategy.
Oh, I like that. Game plan.
Yeah.
So where should we start?
Well, I mean, I guess the first thing we need to figure out is like, what kind of deals are even out there?
Yeah.
What should people be looking for?
Yeah, for sure. I think a good place to start would be to brainstorm some common categories that usually have big after Christmas sales. So, for example, electronics are almost always a
Yeah.
safe bet. They are. Retailers often discount older models to make room for the latest and greatest.
Yeah, like TVs and phones and laptops and all that stuff.
Exactly. Then
Yeah.
there's winter clothing.
You know?
Those big puffy coats and sweaters and hats and all those cold weather essentials that nobody's really thinking about buying once the holidays are over,
Right.
but they are still in stock.
Oh, yeah. Good point. Good point. What else?
Well, how about holiday decor? I mean, this one's kind of a no-brainer.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like they
Uh,
get rid of that stuff.
Yeah,
Make room for Valentine's Day and all that.
right. They're practically giving it away,
Yeah.
you know? Wrapping paper, ornaments, those little Santa figurines. I mean, talk about a bargain hunter's paradise.
And last but not least, we can't forget about gift sets. I mean, this is a great time to stock up on those prepackaged bundles of lotions, bath products, fragrances, you name it, especially if they're holiday themed. I mean, come on.
Yeah, like those peppermint scented
It's
soaps.
like,
Yeah.
those are perfect.
Yeah. Okay. That's a good list. That gives people some ideas of
Right.
what to look for. But I think the real question is, how do you actually win at after Christmas
Ooh,
sales?
that's a good question.
Because, it's easy to just get caught up in the excitement and the deals and end up spending way more money than you planned.
Oh, I totally agree. That's a really good point. I think the first step, and maybe the most important, is to make a list.
Hmm.
What do you actually need?
Uh-huh.
And stick to it. Yeah. Like, don't just wander the aisles
Exactly.
aimlessly. Get in there and get what you need.
You got it. I mean, it's so easy to get swept up in the sale frenzy, but having a clear target can really help you stay focused. And maybe even more important than a list is to set a budget. Decide how much you're willing to spend before you see those tempting discounts.
Oh, yeah, that's key
Mhm.
because, those discounts can be very, very persuasive. So
It's true. Very true.
budget is key for sure.
Yes, budget is key.
Okay, so you got your list, you got your budget. What else should people do to get ready for the after Christmas sales?
Well, I think it's important to do a little research beforehand. Check out the websites and flyers of your favorite stores to see what kind of deals they're offering, and maybe even sign up for their email lists or loyalty programs to get early access to sales and exclusive coupons.
Oh, yeah, that's smart. And what about price tracking apps? Those actually work.
Oh, absolutely. Price tracking apps can be a total game changer. You can see the price history of an item and know if a sale is truly a deal or just clever marketing.
Oh, that's sneaky.
It happens all the time.
Yeah, right.
So definitely take advantage of those tools.
So we've made our list, we've set our budget, we've done our research, we're in the store, shopping bags in hand, ready to conquer those sales. Any other pro tips that you can offer up to really maximize the savings?
Let me think. Okay, how about this? Don't be afraid to negotiate,
Real.
especially if you're buying multiple items or if you see an item that's damaged, you might be surprised at how much you can save just by asking.
Yeah, it never hurts to ask. That's a good point.
It never hurts. That's right.
And what about return policies? I know sometimes those can be a little tricky during sales.
Yeah, that's an excellent point. It's important to be aware of the return policies before you make a purchase. Some retailers have stricter return policies during sales periods, shorter windows or restocking fees. So definitely check before you buy just in case that sweater doesn't fit or the gadget isn't quite what you expected.
All right, so it sounds like the key takeaway here is to be prepared, do your research, make a list, set a budget, and don't be afraid to ask for a better price.
I think that's a great summary. And, just to add one more thing to think about, I think it's important to remember that these strategies aren't just for after Christmas shopping,
Yeah.
You can apply them year round to make sure you're always getting the best possible deals.
Yeah, that's a good point. So there you have it, folks, our deep dive into best after Christmas sales. Hopefully this gives you some ideas on how to make the most of this shopping season and save some money along the way. Happy shopping,
Happy shopping, everyone!
everyone.